everyone. I'm Kara Lovehart, and I'm here with Tanya Jarrett today. She is our nutritional therapist here at Firefly Hollow, and she does the metabolic program. Tanya, tell us about the metabolic program and a little bit about your background.
Okay, so thanks, Kara, for the introduction. My name is Tanya, as Kara said, and I've been in the wellness field for about 15 years. And in the past 6 years, really practicing the Metabolic Balance program. So, a passion of mine is really individualizing, nutrition for each person, because that is what is necessary. So the Metabolic Balance program really digs deep into a person's blood work and biochemistry to really see where the imbalances are so that we can put that back into their diet through whole foods. Okay, so there's no shakes, there's no injections, there's no junk. It's all whole foods that you would buy in a supermarket.
That sounds awesome and really a lot cleaner and toxin free, which is really something that I think that we should be concerned about in this day and age.
Absolutely.
So especially, go ahead.
What I was going to say, Kara, is that when you said the word toxin, that is a huge reason why people can't lose weight.
Yes, I was actually going to ask that question. Tell me about, so people have issues with their energy and they have issues with weight and hormone imbalances and all these stuff that the metabolic program is supposed to help with. How does the blood work come into play with that? Can you tell from the blood work what it may be causing some of those symptoms?
Yeah, so the blood work that we pull in Metabolic Balance gives us information about the body's metabolism. Okay, so how your body uses food for energy. Okay, and that is really important. So the information I get from the blood work provides me this little current snapshot about how well your kidneys are functioning, how well your liver's functioning, your acid-base balance, your important electrolytes like potassium and sodium, where they are at, your cholesterol levels, your blood sugar levels. We even test something called C-reactive protein, which measures the level of inflammation in your body, uric acid, and more and more and more. I could go on. There's about 36 values. And when abnormal results come back, I'm able to see that there's an issue that needs to be addressed. So, for example, if you have low iron, if you pull low iron in the blood test, we're going to make sure that your plan has a lot of iron-rich foods, like beef and sardines and mussels, beans, stuff like that. But if you have high uric acid, we're going to make sure that your plan is low in purines. Okay, so we want to make sure that you don't have a ton of seafood items or a ton of red meat on your plan, probably no red meat at all. Right. So the blood work is vital to seeing where that baseline of your metabolism is.
Wow, that's so cool. Now, I'm
cool.
thinking, when you're saying this, I feel like you answered my question, but I'm still going to ask it anyway. How is this different than the fad diets out there? There's keto, there's paleo, there's vegan. And because I'm thinking to myself, when you're saying about red meat, some people might be vegan, but does that blood work help to tell if maybe they need to eat specific foods for their body type, that maybe veganism isn't the right thing for them? Maybe keto, the high fats, is not very helpful for them?
Yeah, so we would be able to see, where you are nutrient deficient or where you're deficient in general and what works best for your metabolism. So if you're going vegan because you truly love animals and it's an animal rights thing, then that then that's something we would have to work on the side and just make sure that you're getting iron in different ways.
Right.
So this is a good way to do that. I do need to preface that this program is very hard to do as a vegan because we really focus on high quality proteins that have a high biological value. And what that means is we want a variety of proteins. So if you're a vegetarian and eat eggs or seafood, this works really well. But if you do not eat any animal protein at all, we tend to see people, have a hard time filling all the nutrient gaps.
Right. Well, that's really good to know. But that basically, this is good. It takes out all the guesswork.
It does.
I think that it's really hard to know what you're supposed to eat, how much you're supposed to eat, what are you deficient in. And I think that's really valuable.
Yeah, and those eating styles, Kara, you were talking about, like keto and paleo and low carb. I mean, oftentimes we see them work, but a lot of the time we see this yo-yo dieting because they're really tricky to maintain. Whereas, the Metabolic Balance plan, we tell you exactly what to eat. We tell you when to eat. There's no guessing, and it's created exactly for what your needs are.
So you can keep that make it into a lifestyle after you're done?
It is 100% lifestyle.
Wow. Wow. Well, that's how you really keep things off. That's definitely how it works, I'm sure. Yeah, I know the yo-yo diets is really fabulous, and they help some people, but metabolic balance, basically you're saying we check the blood work, and you can see what nutritional deficiencies are and then really customize everything to your body.
Yeah.
So what happens if somebody goes through it and they do well, and they want to get their blood work checked again, like in 2 years or something like that, because maybe they change? Is that something that they should go through the program again, or would it be just they can get levels to see if anything needs to be tweaked for them?
Yep. So we always offer update plans, and I
Oh,
usually
cool.
recommend every 2 to 3 years for people to redo their blood work and do an update on their plan, because as your metabolic profile changes so quickly that you may be at a whole different place in your journey of health in 2 years. So I always do recommend 2 to 3 years, update your plan, and keep going.
Wow, that sounds amazing. And especially
Yeah, I'm actually due to update mine. So
cool. Well,
yeah.
I would love to hear about some of the people who've been through the program and some of the results. Do you have any stories to share with us?
I do. And honestly, Kara, I could go on, for a long time with stories, but I do want to preface this with some celebrities that have used our program. So I don't know if people are familiar with Boy George, but he lost almost 80 pounds using Metabolic Balance, and
Wow.
he talks about the program all the time.
Wow.
Also, Kate Winslet has used it. And then I heard that Jennifer Aniston did, and I read an article online that she did, but I'm not sure. But there are some celebrities that have used this program,
Mhm.
and I would have loved to have been their coach.
Oh, that's so
But
cool.
isn't that cool? But mainly I work with females because it's usually the females that come to me with this unwanted weight gain or just feeling sluggish. So a lot of times people come to me and they say, you know what, Tanya, I've tried everything in the book. I've tried
Yeah.
everything in the book, and I still have acid reflux. I'm still needing to take medication for my cholesterol. And I had one person that came to me, and she was like, in a way, like, this is my last ditch effort. And within 8 weeks we had her down probably close to 20 pounds, because at the end she lost about 30, probably down to like 20 pounds. And a lot of it was just this inflammation she had. But
Yeah.
she no longer took reflux medication. Her doctor took her off her cholesterol meds.
Wow.
Like I'm able to work with physicians if they're willing to work with me.
Yeah. Yeah.
So that's what's really cool, is if you have a family doctor, and your family, like a lot of family doctors, my clients come in there and they're like, what have you been doing? Like, what have you been doing? And then, I develop a relationship with the physicians, because the physicians see that this works.
Wonderful. That is so
Mhm.
great. Oh my gosh.
Right.
Thank you so much for sharing that, because I think some of the piece that people do go to their doctors and they want something alternative. They really want something different, but the doctors just aren't equipped yet, or they don't have the time to meet, and do some of the work that you're doing, because, you have to see so many people. So that's so great. I love to
Yeah.
hear that. Well,
Yeah.
tell me one more thing. I want to ask one more question. If someone, sees the program, they're interested in the program, but it's not something that's right for them at this time, but they maybe want to work with you one-on-one, just get blood work for a specific thing, because I know you have blood panels for lots of different types of things to check. What do you recommend for that? And do you have any specific blood panels that you recommend for people if they're not going to do the program, they're just going to do like a consultation with you or something?
Yeah, you know what, Kara, that's a great question. And, I would encourage anybody that's interested in working with me in any capacity to, reach out to me. I have free consultations. That is something that is really important to me, is, really seeing if we're a great fit for each other, and seeing where each individual's specific needs are. In terms of blood tests, I have access to a wide variety of testing. And, even if you just wanted to come to me for a vitamin D test, which I do recommend every year, you can just say, hey, you know what, Tanya, I want to see where my vitamin D levels are to make sure I am sufficient enough.
Wow. Well, one thing I saw that you have the heavy metal testing.
Yeah.
I thought that's really, really great. And then you have for your gut, if you have gut imbalances, you had to
Yeah.
testing for that. But I was really intrigued by those, and I'm really curious and excited to give those a try myself. So
Great.
great. Thank you so much, Tanya. I'm really excited for you to be here with us. Guys, check out the website. The program runs periodically throughout the year, and you can also see more information about Tanya directly through our website and through hers. They'll have links to her website from ours. And you can check us out on Facebook as well. So thank you guys so much. Thank you so much, Tanya.
Thanks so much, Kara. Have a good one.
Yeah, bye.
Yep, see ya.